Well, hi everyone. This video was not planned. I just decided to set up the camera and record what I was doing for dinner that night because I thought it might be interesting. I don't know. Dru and I are doing keto, and by keto I mean we're just trying to watch our carbs. I'm no expert. But anyway, so I realized that just by nature of the ingredients that Thrive Life sells, most of our ingredients are kind of keto just because they're vegetables and protein. A lot of them are. So I just thought, you know what, I'll set up the camera and I'll film myself making our dinner. I decided to make Tuscan shrimp. And so I think it was a recipe I had seen on Natasha's kitchen. She has really great recipes, but hers was for chicken. So I thought, I'm going to try it with shrimp. We'll see. I didn't even look at her recipe. I'd seen it months ago, and I thought these were the ingredients it had, but I wasn't even sure. Y'all, there were so many ways I messed up on this recipe. First of all, the shrimp are freezer burned. But hey, I wasn't going to let that stop me. I definitely overcrowded the pan here. I should have done this in 2 batches so everybody had a little bit of surface area so it could get good and cooked in the butter and the oil, but I didn't. I overcrowded the pan, and that's why I constantly had to mess with the shrimp and kind of flip them over and see if I could get everybody on the heat. So that's what you see me doing there. Anyway, so all I did was I cooked the shrimp kind of mostly all the way through. All I was looking for is not a lot of gray. I wanted everybody to pink up. And thankfully, shrimp cooks up really fast. So this step right here didn't take but, I don't know, 4 minutes, maybe something like that. And then the shrimp was ready. Okay, so I think everybody is mostly ready, so I'm going to pull them off of the heat, put them aside in that bowl, and then they can finish cooking in the sauce whenever I make the sauce. So see all that great shrimp juice that's there mingling with the butter and the oil? That's a perfect medium for our Thrive Life ingredients. So Thrive Life is freeze-dried food, so they need a little bit of liquid in order to kind of wake up or to refresh. So that's what I did. I thought, that's perfect. I'm putting all of my ingredients straight into the liquid. So I had onion slices there. Here I've got some mushrooms, and these are just, I think, what people typically put in Tuscan shrimp or Tuscan chicken. I bet you could make Tuscan pork if you really wanted to. So these mushrooms are fantastic. I love them. If you don't like mushrooms, don't use mushrooms. A typical recipe will call for sun-dried tomatoes. I don't have sun-dried tomatoes, and Thrive Life doesn't make them, so I just used our tomato dices, and it turned out great. The freeze-drying process makes them turn kind of orange, but their flavor's fantastic. And this right here is just the very last of the freeze-dried garlic that I had. And I had put it in a mason jar, but that's our garlic. It's amazing. And what's Italian food without garlic, right? Dru doesn't love spinach. He tolerates it in these dishes. So I didn't put too much spinach in there, but I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of each of the ingredients if you're going to feed 2 or 3 people. But just look at the way our ingredients brighten. Is that the right word? The color deepens, I guess. Just look at how pretty that is now that they've had a little bit of moisture. They're so pretty, and the smell is fantastic. I decided to add a little white wine to deglaze the pan here. And what that's going to do is just give great flavor. The alcohol kind of cooks off, and then you're just left with the concentrated flavor. And it makes for a fantastic sauce. And yeah, I think pretty much most of the liquid that was in the pan has evaporated at this point, and it's just kind of sizzling in the butter and the oil that's in there. So vegetables are amazing if you saute them. Ours just need to be hydrated a little bit first, and then you can saute them. And then I'm going to make this into a cream sauce. So I just wanted to get some good flavor, and I wanted to get the bits off the bottom of the pan because, you know, flavor lives in those bits, right? Here comes the star ingredient, heavy whipping cream. I love it that you can have whipping cream and butter on keto. It's so great. So I added probably about a cup, enough to cover the bottom of my skillet. I did end up having to add at least another half cup at the end. I just didn't have enough of the liquid. I also added more because I put too much salt in it. So I needed some more liquid to dilute the saltiness that I had done. I'm telling you, even though I messed up so many times doing this recipe, it turned out great. All you have to do here is give the cream a little bit of time to come up to temperature, and you're just really wanting to heat your cream through. At this point, I was supposed to add Parmesan cheese. I forgot it until later. So you'll see me taste. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to taste the sauce, and it tasted good, but it needed seasoning. And so I end up putting like probably half a teaspoon of salt in there and plenty of pepper. And as it turns out, it was way too much salt because Parmesan is salty. So anyway, if I were you, if you do make this, I would add the Parmesan first, then taste it and see if you need salt. All right, my sauce has come to a bubble, so I'm going to add the shrimp back in there, and all the juice that has come off the shrimp, put that in there too because it's delicious. You see how fast this is coming together? It's no time at all. I think I started filming and my video was maybe 14 minutes in length total, something like that, maybe 16. It just didn't take long at all. I really do save time in the kitchen because I'm not having to chop my vegetables anymore. Okay, here comes my Parmesan. I should have added that before I put the shrimp in, but whatever. I think I probably added about 1/3 of a cup, and it was great in the sauce. Wonderful. I love the salty bite of Parmesan. Oh, it's so good. I needed more cream at this point anyway because I like more sauce. If you're not on keto, I mean, this is just a good meal. You could definitely just put this over some pasta. I think it would be great over zoodles. You know, those zucchini noodles? That would be really good too. I mean, just look at that. Doesn't that look so good? It was fantastic. And here's our close-up. See how beautiful the spinach and that bright color from the tomato, the mushrooms, the shrimp. It was just a star recipe. I wish you could have seen Dru's face. He loved it. Well, okay guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I will include my shopping link in the video description. Be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, keep thriving.